Hi everyone, today is the fourth day that I've been eating one time a day, and I wanted to just make something clear. When I say I'm eating one meal a day, what I mean is that I'm literally just eating at that one moment during the day, and the rest of the time I'm doing other things. Um, but then there were some comments about the the way that you really do the warrior diet um, is you're supposed to eat snacks throughout the day, and then one meal, one full meal. And then you can have fruit and you can have, nuts and seeds and all sorts of things like that throughout the day, just so that you're not completely just not eating. Um, and I feel like I will transition into that starting tomorrow because I am doing a lot of things and I'm running all over the place and I feel just really tired. And I know that they say it's best to keep your physical activity to a minimum, but I mean, it's not like I'm working out very rigorously, but I am, my days are filled with a lot of different things that I'm doing. And I was sitting in class and I just felt my body just feel like weak and heavy. Not heavy, like you feel full and you're heavy, but more lethargic and just fatigued is the word. So I today is going to be probably the last day that I eat one time a day. So tomorrow I will start with eating one main meal, and the rest of the day I'll have a few snacks here and there. That way it's a little more sustainable for me at least, and it is something that I can keep up for longer than 4 days. I feel like if I were, I know I said I'm mentally ready to eat one time a day, but if I were, if I took some time and I went somewhere and just to get away from it all, and I did that, it would probably be a little bit easier. But we're dealing with reality here, and you're going to have to face whatever it is. Just like I said, there's never a right time. You're going to have to face it. I did it for 4 days. I'm fine with that. You can do it for longer, you can do it for less. Maybe sort of as a way to kickstart myself. So that's my reasoning behind it. I'm going to eating just the main meal and study up a little bit more about the warrior diet because, just because it doesn't sound right to you doesn't mean that it isn't right or that it doesn't work. That's what I always tell myself. If I hear something that might sound a little outlandish or just insane, kind of crazy, something that isn't normal, like our society likes to call things, uh, I like to give it a chance, or I like to put myself in that position or from that point of view. What I will say about eating one time a day is that you do feel a little bit more connected. You are disconnected from your physical self, yes, but from the mental and the emotional and the spiritual, you are very connected. So there are benefits to it, definitely. I didn't weigh myself or anything because if I did that, it would become about the weight, and I don't want to do that. So kept myself away from the scale, and because that wasn't my main goal anyway. It was sort of, start new, start over a little bit. Um, Sometimes I feel like I wish I could hear you guys, on the other end. We can do like a Skype thing. But that's what I'm doing right now. And there was just a moment a little bit earlier in the day when I felt so overwhelmed by everything. But I did get that taken care of by talking to someone very special. So I really suggest that if you do have feelings that have resurfaced, emotions, things like that, definitely talk to someone if you're ready or if you feel like it's not something that is too private. We all have our secrets, believe me. Some a little more surprising than others, but living with them can be hard. And living with resentment can be hard. And I learned that I live with a lot of resentment from my past. I do have a history when it comes to certain things that I will probably talk about a little bit later. Just, it's that place where you don't want to go. You know, we all have that place too. So, but until then, I hope that you are all just enjoying yourselves and living your life and reminding yourselves that you hold the power. You hold it right there in your hands. You hold it in every choice that you make, and you hold it in every decision that you think of, every idea that you have, everything. We forget sometimes that we make our world because there are so many external factors. You can be very self-aware and out of it at the same time. And believe me, I have felt that way many, many times. Self-aware, and you know what it does to you? It makes you crazy. Especially if you're living with resentment and guilt and just anger that you're harboring. I know it's no way to live. I continue to do it sometimes. I continue to live with those feelings, but I know that I need to clear them out. Just like you would clean out your room, just like you would clean out a drawer, that junk drawer. We have to clean it out. We have to clean it all out from here and all of the tension, all of it from our shoulders, all of it. We have to clear it all out. And you know what's funny? It's funny that when you have a lot of tension, when you're dealing with a lot and you're stressed, you feel it here. Almost as if those intangible ideas and those thoughts and those feelings that you have, they are they're an energy and they weigh you down as if you're wearing a backpack and your shoulders hurt. And then it goes all the way up, and if you're like me, it goes up into your head and you have a migraine. So let's stop that and get away from the negativity, and just live. Just live.